Let's face it, we all dream of achieving greatness. We envision ourselves breaking free from limitations, reaching heights we once thought impossible. But then, life gets in the way. Fear creeps in. Doubt whispers in our ear. Distractions surround us like a suffocating fog, and before we know it, we settle into a life far smaller than the one we are capable of living. But what if I told you the real barrier isn't out there? It's not your circumstances, your boss, or even your past. The true battle is within you. It's your mind. Today, we're going on a transformative journey, one that will challenge the way you think, the way you perceive obstacles, and ultimately, the way you live. Together, we'll unlock the ancient Stoic secrets to training your mind to become truly limitless. This isn't theory, this is action. So, stay with me until the end, because every principle builds upon the last. And if you find value in this journey, I invite you to subscribe to our Be Stoic channel. Your support allows us to continue spreading this timeless wisdom to more people like you. Are you ready to break free from your self-imposed limits? Let's begin. Chapter 1. The mind is the master. Let's begin with a fundamental truth that lies at the heart of Stoic philosophy. Your mind is the single greatest tool you possess. Everything you experience, success, failure, joy, or despair, passes first through the filter of your mind. It is your interpretation of events, not the events themselves, that shape your reality. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, ruled during times of plague, war, and betrayal. And yet, he wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Marcus knew that the true battlefield is not the world around us, it is within. He faced political conspiracies and personal loss, but his inner fortress remained intact. Why? Because he trained his mind to focus on what he could control, his thoughts, his actions, his attitude. Think back to the last time you faced hardship. Perhaps you lost a job, your relationship ended, or a dream slipped through your fingers. Did you surrender to despair, or did you rise and take control of what was still within your power? This is the essence of Stoicism. To master your mind is to master your life. Life will always throw challenges at you, that's inevitable, but your response is always your choice. When you truly internalize this, you will feel an unshakable power growing within you. No setback will break you, no failure will define you. You will become the master of your mind, and therefore, the master of your life. Each time you face a problem this week, pause. Before you react, ask yourself, what is within my control right now? Focus all your energy there, let everything else go. This is the first step toward becoming limitless. Chapter 2. Rewiring your mental pathways. Have you ever felt like you were trapped by your own habits? Like no matter how hard you tried, you kept falling back into the same patterns of doubt, procrastination, or fear? Here's the truth. You are not broken. Your mind is not fixed. Science now confirms what the Stoics understood centuries ago. Your brain is malleable. It can be rewired. This is called neuroplasticity. Every time you push through discomfort, every time you choose action over hesitation, you are carving new pathways in your brain. You are literally reprogramming your mind to work for you instead of against you. Seneca put it best. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. I know this firsthand. There was a period in my life when I felt stuck, paralyzed by fear and self-doubt. I had ambitions but lacked the discipline to chase them. Every failure reinforced the lie that I wasn't good enough. But then I discovered the wisdom of Epictetus. First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. So I began with small, deliberate actions, waking up 30 minutes earlier, writing down 3 goals every night, pushing myself to start even when I felt afraid. At first it was hard, but with time, something shifted. My brain adjusted, discipline became easier, self-doubt grew quieter. I wasn't just achieving more, I was becoming more. This is the power you hold. Every small act of discipline is not just a task, it is a vote for the person you are becoming. It is you, forging a mind capable of greatness. Choose one mental discipline to adopt this week. It could be journaling, meditating for 10 minutes, or simply repeating the phrase, "I am capable," every morning. Stick with it. Each day, you are rewiring your mind. Every day, you are becoming limitless. Chapter 3. Detach from the outcome. One of the most liberating Stoic principles is this: focus on the process, not the outcome. We live in a world obsessed with results, money, recognition, status. From an early age, we are taught that success is measured by what we achieve. But the Stoics knew better. They understood that the outcome is often beyond our control. What is always within our control is our effort, our preparation, and our mindset. This is the foundation of mental freedom. When you tie your self-worth to outcomes, you surrender your power to forces you cannot influence. You become a puppet to chance, elated when things go well, devastated when they don't. But what if you measured success differently? What if success was defined not by the result, but by your effort, your discipline, and your resilience? This is the Stoic approach. Success is showing up. It is giving your best, regardless of the outcome. It is knowing that you acted with virtue, courage, and determination, whether or not the world rewarded you for it. I once poured my heart into a business venture. I sacrificed sleep, invested all my savings, and worked tirelessly. But it failed. I was devastated. I felt like my effort had been wasted. But over time, I realized that the work I put in had changed me. I had developed resilience. I had gained new skills. That experience became the foundation for future successes. Failure is not the end. It is part of the process. Each attempt strengthens you, sharpens you, prepares you. When you focus on the process, you free yourself from fear. You stop dreading failure because you understand that every step forward is a victory in itself. Identify a goal you are working toward. Now, redefine your success. Commit to giving your best effort every day, regardless of the result. Remind yourself daily that your growth lies in the process, not the outcome. Chapter 4. Cultivating mental clarity. Your mind is the command center of your life, but in today's world, it is constantly under siege. Notifications ping, social media floods you with noise, emails pile up. Every moment, something demands your attention. The result? A cluttered mind. A mind that is busy but not productive, active but not effective. Seneca warned us, to be everywhere is to be nowhere. Mental clarity is the antidote. It is the ability to silence the noise and focus on what truly matters. It is knowing what to ignore and what to prioritize. It is the skill of guarding your attention like a precious resource, because it is. There was a period in my life when I felt constantly overwhelmed. I was working long hours, juggling multiple responsibilities, yet I felt like I was standing still. I was exhausted, but unfulfilled. Then I discovered the Stoic practice of journaling. Every morning, Marcus Aurelius wrote in his personal diary, reflecting on his priorities, his values, and the challenges ahead. Inspired by this, I began my own clarity ritual. Each morning I asked myself 3 questions. What is most important today? What distractions must I guard against? How can I show up as my best self? Writing these down acted like a mental reset. Suddenly my day had structure, my actions had purpose. The mental fog lifted. Mental clarity is not about having less to do. It is about doing fewer things, but doing them well. It is about choosing depth over breadth, focus over busyness. It is about understanding that your mind is your most valuable asset and protecting it fiercely. Tomorrow morning, start your day with a 5-minute clarity ritual. Write down your top 3 priorities. Identify the distractions you need to avoid. Commit to guarding your focus. Repeat this daily. Over time, you will notice a profound shift, not just in your productivity, but in your peace of mind. Chapter 5. Building Resilience. Through adversity, life is not designed to be easy. It is designed to forge us. Each setback, each disappointment, each moment of pain is an invitation to become stronger. The Stoics understood this well. They believed that adversity is not an obstacle, but a catalyst for growth. Seneca wrote, "Fire tests gold, suffering tests brave men." Every hardship you endure is an opportunity to strengthen your mind. Every setback is a chance to develop resilience, the kind of inner fortitude that allows you to stand tall even when the world is collapsing around you. Think about a time when you faced failure. Maybe you invested everything into a project only to see it fall apart. Or perhaps you trusted someone who betrayed you. In those moments, it's natural to feel defeated. But what if, instead of asking, "Why me?" you asked, "What can this teach me?" This is the Stoic way. Pain is not the enemy. Avoiding pain is. Because each time you face hardship and refuse to break, you become stronger. Each scar is proof that you survived. Each challenge is a stepping stone toward becoming the best version of yourself. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." When you shift your mindset to see obstacles as part of the path, not a detour, you unlock a hidden power within you. You become unshakable. There is an old Japanese proverb that echoes this Stoic wisdom: fall 7 times, stand up 8. The true measure of your strength is not in avoiding failure, but in your ability to rise each time you fall. Life will test you, but each test is an opportunity to prove your resilience. Resilience is not built overnight. It is forged in the fire of repeated challenges. It is the decision, day after day, to keep moving forward, even when progress is invisible, even when hope feels distant. Each small step is a victory. Reflect on a recent challenge. Instead of viewing it as a failure, reframe it as training. Write down one lesson it taught you. Then, ask yourself, how can I use this experience to strengthen my mind? Start viewing every difficulty as a personal trainer, shaping you into the person you are destined to become. Chapter 6. Mastering self-discipline and patience. In a world that celebrates instant gratification, self-discipline has become a rare virtue, but it is also the foundation of true freedom. Without it, you are a slave to your impulses. With it, you become the architect of your destiny. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Self-discipline is the ability to do what you must, even when you don't feel like it. It is waking up early to work on your goals when your bed feels like paradise. It is choosing the salad over the junk food when cravings scream otherwise. It is putting in the work day after day, long before results appear. But discipline is not punishment. It is an act of self-love. It is you saying to yourself, "I deserve the best life possible, and I am willing to work for it." Patience is its twin virtue. In a world obsessed with speed, patience is the key to lasting success. The Stoics understood that all great things take time. A tree does not grow overnight. A river does not carve a canyon in a day. Likewise, personal growth and mastery require persistence. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Don't hurry. Take things calmly and without anxiety." The path to greatness is often slow and unglamorous. It requires showing up day after day, even when progress seems invisible. It means trusting that your small, consistent actions will compound into extraordinary results over time. Discipline and patience are not innate talents. They are skills that you can cultivate through daily practice. Each time you resist the urge to quit, you strengthen your willpower. Each time you stay the course when others give up, you build patience. Think of the athlete who trains in the dark before the sun rises, the writer who crafts sentences while the world sleeps, the entrepreneur who builds their dream while others seek comfort. Their success is not luck, it is the product of discipline and patience. Identify one area in your life where you need more discipline. It could be your fitness, your studies, or your work. Set a small, realistic daily goal. Stick to it for the next 7 days. No excuses. Track your progress. Each day you follow through, you are not just building a habit, you are building the foundation for a limitless future. Chapter 7. Turning failure into fuel for growth. Failure, a word that often evokes fear, shame, and regret. Yet, the Stoics taught us that failure is not the end. It is merely a stepping stone on the path to mastery. Failure is not the enemy. It is a teacher, a sculptor, a force that shapes us into the individuals we are capable of becoming. Too often, we view failure as a final judgment on our worth. We fall short, and we label ourselves as inadequate. We stumble, and we convince ourselves that success is reserved for others. But this mindset is a prison, one that the Stoics encourage us to break free from. Epictetus reminds us, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." The Stoic approach to failure is to embrace it as part of the process. Each setback carries within it the seeds of growth. Each mistake exposes a weakness, an area where we can improve. Each defeat teaches us resilience and humility. Think of the greatest achievers in history. Thomas Edison, who failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. Michael Jordan, who was cut from his high school basketball team. J.K. Rowling, who faced rejection from multiple publishers before her Harry Potter series became a global phenomenon. What separated these individuals from the rest was not their talent, it was their mindset. They understood that failure was not a wall, but a door that led to refinement, growth, and ultimately success. The Stoics urge us to view failure as feedback. When a plan collapses, it is not the universe punishing you, it is the universe guiding you. It is revealing gaps in your preparation, flaws in your approach, and weaknesses in your character. These revelations are gifts, if you choose to see them that way. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. The obstacle is not blocking your path. The obstacle is your path. Each failure is an invitation to become better, to adapt, to evolve. It is an opportunity to test your resolve, sharpen your mind, and strengthen your spirit. Reflect on a failure that still haunts you. Write down the lessons it holds. How did it expose your blind spots? What strengths did it reveal in you? Use that experience as a blueprint, not for avoidance, but for improvement. Failure is not your enemy. It is your instructor. Let it teach you." Chapter 8. The Power of Reflection and Solitude. We live in a world of noise, social media, emails, endless notifications. They drown out the voice that matters most, your own. The Stoics, however, understood the power of silence. They knew that growth requires moments of stillness, time to reflect, to recalibrate, and to reconnect with our inner selves. Marcus Aurelius, the ruler of one of the greatest empires in history, began each day in solitude. Before facing the pressures of leadership and war, he wrote his thoughts in a journal. He examined his fears, his values, and his responsibilities. In that quiet space, he fortified his mind for the battles ahead. He wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Your mind is shaped by what you feed it. If you flood it with chaos, it will become restless. If you nourish it with reflection, it will become clear and sharp." Solitude is not loneliness. It is alignment. It is where you meet your true self without the masks you wear for the world. Consider this. When was the last time you sat alone with your thoughts, without your phone, without distractions, simply listening to the voice within? Many people fear this silence because it confronts them with their doubts and insecurities. But it is within that confrontation that transformation begins. Seneca advised, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Reflection allows you to see your fears for what they are, phantoms of the mind. It gives you the clarity to separate what matters from what doesn't. It reveals patterns in your behavior, helping you correct what holds you back and amplify what drives you forward. Every evening, ask yourself, Did I live according to my values today? Where did I falter? What can I do better tomorrow? This daily check-in is like sharpening a blade. It keeps your mind keen and your actions aligned with your purpose. Over time, you will notice a profound shift. Your days will become more intentional. Your decisions will carry more weight. Your life will start to reflect the wisdom within you. Carve out 10 minutes tonight. Find a quiet space. Reflect on your day. Write down your thoughts. Do this every night for a week. Observe how your clarity and sense of direction grow. The mind is your battlefield. Every day it is tested by fear, doubt, and distraction. But you are not powerless. You hold the weapon that can conquer any challenge: your mind. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, they did not possess superhuman strength. They mastered something far greater: the ability to control their thoughts, their reactions, their perceptions. They trained their minds to see obstacles as opportunities, to face pain as a teacher, and to view every setback as fuel for growth. You can do the same. You can choose resilience when life breaks you. You can choose discipline when comfort calls you back. You can choose patience when progress feels invisible. You can choose clarity when the world demands your attention. Every day you are either training your mind or allowing the world to train it for you. The Stoic path is not easy. It demands effort, reflection, and courage. But it offers something far greater: freedom. Freedom from the grip of fear, freedom from the chains of external validation, freedom to become the person you were always meant to be. So I ask you, are you ready to take control? Are you ready to train your mind, to become limitless? If this journey has resonated with you, if you are ready to continue this path of growth and mastery, I invite you to subscribe to the BE Stoic channel. This is more than a channel. It is a community, a brotherhood and sisterhood of thinkers, doers, and warriors of the mind. Every video is crafted to arm you with ancient wisdom for modern challenges. Every message is designed to push you beyond your limits. By subscribing, you are not just supporting this work, you are investing in your future self. So, hit that subscribe button. Join our growing community. Let us walk this Stoic path together. Let us rise above the noise, above the fear, toward the life we deserve. Because the mind is your greatest weapon. Train it, sharpen it, master it, and together, we will become limitless. Thank you for watching. Stay strong, stay stoic.